it's Melody Lane here. We're making something new. Never made it before. My first time. I created this in Design Space. I did not come up with this idea for this item I'm making. I was showed it by someone, and they asked me if I could make it in Design Space. I'm like, sure. I can make anything in Design Space. I'm going to show you how it was. This rectangle was 11.5. Actually, I made it 11.49 by 7 inches, I believe, in Design Space. And then this was scored at 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch. And then I think it was 3 3/4 and then 3/4 of an inch from there. And then this was 1 inch on each side. And then cut these off. I turned the score lines into cut lines, and I made little notches to cut these. This comes off. This corner comes off, and I got little notches there. And it is scored. Sometimes it's hard to see the score lines when the Explorer does it, but if you bend it, you can see right where they go. It's so easy. The paper just kind of bends on its own. Then all these get folded down. And if you do support me on Patreon, you do get the file for free. You don't have to spend the hours I used making this file and testing it. I actually want to thank Melissa Miller for, I think she's the one that asked for this file, and I sent her a test to do to make sure it works, and she did it for me and said it works. So there, it comes up to a little box. And then this folds over. There is a score line here at 3 inches somewhere. So that folds over like that. And it's a card. Let's do the front of this card. I put warm wishes on it with the Cricut Explorer, wrote that for me. So I'm going to stick this in here. This paper came, I think it's from a Recollections Christmas paper pack I got last year. It's half foil. There's that. And I liked this one. The white paper came from another pack. It had all like lights and beige colors, Christmassy, and I love the little stars on that. And I did this a print and cut. The owl came from Create a Critter, and the scarf came from a different owl in Create a Critter too. It had a winter hat on, and I don't remember where I found this hat. The hat was yellow in Design Space, so if you're looking for it, it was yellow, like a light yellow. And then I found this branch by typing in branch in Design Space. It was just a blank branch, and then I typed in holly in search in Design Space and found holly, and then I just shrunk them down, moved them around a little bit, attached them to this, and flattened everything and cut it out. So I did not have to worry about the little nose and the little feet and the little berries. We'll use stickles for those. But I did cut out some extra pieces because I do like paper piecing. When a print and cut first came out, I was like, I don't know if I'll use it that much because I think it's fun to do the paper piecing. But you can do both. There we go. Let's put the hat on. And you don't have to put it on there perfectly because I'm going to use these to put on. And then the little snowflake. Now my fingers are getting too sticky. There we go. so quick. How quick was that? Okay, let's put a little of this on there. And a little this. Okay, let's stick this on here. Okay, now on the box, you have to put it all together except for one side for now. And I'm going to use the red tape. This is double-sided tacky tape. It's really tacky. It's great for 3D stuff. I get it from Cricut.com. They usually have it on sale. Okay, this can be used for more than just candles, but I'm going to use these party light candles because George is a party light demonstrator, and these candles smell so good. Smell them. They're yummy. These are called spruce. So I'm just going to make sure they fit, because all tea lights might be just a little bit different in size. Oh, and I got to put acetate in here also. So they do fit. Let me get the acetate. And I almost forgot to show you, this comes with the file also to put on there to make it layered if you want. If you had red candles or white candles, I'd layer this or change the color of this. You can make this any color you want, but for the candles, I decided not to use this because it is the same color. Let's get the acetate in here. So I'm using, this is just a scrap piece of adhesive, or acetate, I mean. This is from Cricut. I only need it just to go over that. Just eyeballing it. And I think it's much too big. And Cricut acetate is actually pretty cheap on the Cricut website. It's Cricut Cut-A-Bug Embossables. You get 5 sheets of 8.25 by 11.69. I'll put a link to it below. And if I don't, remind me. Because sometimes it's kind of hard to find on their site. It's like, where was that? And the Cricut acetate also has a film on it. To make it clear. And I'm gonna so we're gonna stick this down. So this is a little window. And then we can put this together. So I'm going to take off the film on the tape. And this does not have to be just for Christmas, of course. You can make these for Halloween, for someone's birthday. Fold that in and press it like that. So it shows like that. You see that? And we're not going to do this one yet. And I'm probably going to stamp something on the inside. I have not figured out what that's going to be yet. But you can stamp anything you want. Don't be afraid. Okay, So there's the card. You can slip these in the top. And then pull this off here and do this. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to add some glitter to this. But first, let me show you what else you can stick in here. Candy. Reese's peanut butter cups. Isn't that awesome? If somebody doesn't want candles. Look what else fits in. More candy. Snickers and little Milky Ways. Peanut M&Ms. Red and green ones, of course. That's so cute. Who wouldn't want a Christmas card with candy? Peanut butter M&Ms. Yummy. Just pour them in. You can make this a birthday card, Easter, anything. How much fun is that? Okay, now you say, how do I send it? Because this certainly is not going to fit in a regular envelope. I made a box and a bow. I'm going to add this. This is leftovers from the card. And maybe we'll do that. Put the bow like that. Put it like that. Something like that. This is all Cricut images. This is just a file I made in Cricut Design Space. How cool is that? That fits inside the box. If you want to see how I made the box in the bow and see how I finished the box, watch my next video. Probably be out tomorrow. Okay, so then that fits in there like that. Isn't that fun? Okay, I'm gonna finish the box and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and before I go, look, I added glitter. Just a little bit of glitter. Added some to the hat where the snowflake is. And just on the leaves there in the berries. Alright guys, here's a shout out to some of my Patreon supporters. Kathleen Tilley, Jean Pettit, Sharon Masuga, Colleen Sergidson, Sharon Pigula, Sherry Kirkland, Diane from Royal Scrapbooking Retreats, Heather Sommer, Lasagna Jackson, Denise Tuttle. Thank you for supporting me at patreon.com/melodylane. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.